Life has a way of surprising us in the most unexpected moments. For me, that moment happened when I was 16 years old in a quiet suburban neighborhood just outside of Seattle, Washington. I lived with my dad, my younger sister Emma, and our Aunt Caroline, who had moved in with us after my mom passed away. I never expected her to become such an important part of my life, or to reveal a secret that would change how I saw my family forever. Chapter 1. A Quiet Beginning. Growing up, my life wasn't particularly unusual. My dad, Michael, worked long hours as an architect. He was always kind but often tired, and his way of showing love was through making sure we had everything we needed: food, clothes, a roof over our heads. Emma, who was 12 at the time, was full of energy and laughter. She loved to draw and was constantly filling up sketchbooks with doodles, portraits, and little scenes from her imagination. And then there was Aunt Caroline. She wasn't the type of aunt who spoiled us with candy or toys. Instead, she had a calm presence. She cooked healthy meals, asked about our day, and seemed to notice things other people didn't. When she first moved in, I thought of her as just an extra adult in the house. But over time, she became someone I could actually talk to, especially when Dad was too busy. Chapter 2. The Surprise. One evening, after a long day of school and basketball practice, I came home exhausted. I walked into the kitchen expecting to grab a snack before heading to my room. But there was Aunt Caroline, sitting at the table with an old photo album open in front of her. She looked up and smiled. "Hey, Jason. Long day." "Yeah," I said, tossing my backpack down. "Practice was tough." "Sit with me for a minute," she said, patting the chair next to her. I hesitated. Normally, I would have gone straight upstairs, but something about her tone made me pause. I sat down, and that's when I noticed the photo album. Inside were pictures I had never seen before. Baby pictures, old family gatherings, even photos of my mom when she was a teenager. I frowned. "Where did you get these?" Caroline's eyes softened. "I've had them for a while. Your mom gave them to me before she passed." I felt my chest tighten. We didn't talk about Mom much. It wasn't because we didn't love her. It was because the memories still hurt. "She wanted you to have them when you were ready," Caroline added gently. Chapter 3. The Secret. As I flipped through the pages, something strange caught my attention. There was a picture of my mom holding a baby, but it wasn't me or Emma. The baby was older, maybe a year or two old. "Who's this?" I asked, pointing at the photo. Caroline's face changed. For a moment, I thought she wouldn't answer. But then she sighed deeply. "Jason, there's something I need to tell you. Something your mom wanted you to know one day." My stomach dropped. "What do you mean?" Caroline hesitated, then said quietly, "You had an older brother. His name was Daniel. He passed away before you were born." I froze. The words didn't make sense. I had spent my whole life thinking it was just me and Emma. An older brother? How could that be possible? Why didn't anyone tell me? My voice shook. "Because your mom didn't want you to grow up carrying that grief," Caroline explained. "She lost him when he was only 3 years old. It nearly broke her. But when you came along, you gave her a reason to keep going. You were her light, Jason." Tears stung my eyes. I had never seen pictures of Daniel, never heard his name, never even imagined I had another sibling. Chapter 4. Processing the Truth. That night, I couldn't sleep. My mind kept replaying the image of the little boy in the photograph. My brother. Someone who should have been part of my life but wasn't. The next morning, I sat quietly at the breakfast table while Emma chattered about her art project. I looked at her differently now. She wasn't just my little sister. She was the only sibling I had left. Later, I pulled Aunt Caroline aside. "Why are you telling me this now?" She placed a gentle hand on my shoulder. "Because you're old enough to understand. And because your mom wanted you to know that even though she went through something painful, she never gave up on love or on family. She wanted you to carry that strength forward." Chapter 5. A New Bond. Over the weeks that followed, I found myself growing closer to Caroline. She became more than just an aunt. She became someone I trusted with the hardest questions. Sometimes we would sit together and look through Daniel's pictures. Other times, she would tell me stories about my mom's childhood, her dreams, her laughter, her favorite songs. It felt like I was piecing together parts of my family I had never known existed. Chapter 6. The Lesson. One day, Caroline said something that stuck with me forever. Jason, life isn't about how long we have with people. It's about what we do with the time we get. Your brother's life was short, but it mattered. And your mom's love for you is proof of that. In that moment, I realized something. Family isn't just about the people we see every day. It's also about the ones we carry in our hearts, the ones whose stories shape who we are. Chapter 7. Moving Forward. Years later, as I prepared to leave for college, I took the photo album with me. Not just to remember my mom, but to honor the brother I never got to know. Emma had grown into a talented artist, and she even painted a portrait of Daniel from the pictures. We hung it in our living room, so he would always be part of our family. And Aunt Caroline? She remained the steady presence who reminded us that love is bigger than loss, and that secrets, when revealed with care, can heal instead of hurt. Conclusion. Looking back now, I understand that the day my aunt caught me off guard wasn't about shocking me. It was about giving me a gift. The gift of truth, of family history, and of connection. The secret didn't break me. It made me stronger. It reminded me that even when life takes something away, it also gives us the courage to move forward. And that's the story of how one hidden photograph, one conversation, and one secret changed everything.